I got a question for you, Adam.
Sure.
Okay. What do you think of Disaster Artist? The Disaster Artist.
I actually liked it. I didn't love it. I'm not going to tell you I loved it, but I did enjoy it. It's not, of course, we didn't really expect it to be as good as Ed Wood, I don't believe. But, it's funny. The audience I was with, really, they were in hysterics most of the time. And I have to admit, I've never seen The Room. I know it's a blind spot for me, but
really?
I think, I've seen clips, but I've never seen it all the way through. So I'm familiar enough with it and to know what was going on. But I had not seen it in its entirety. But I think that may be a good thing, because once you see this and see how it was put together, then seeing the finished product might afterward might not be a bad idea. So
well, I that's why I said really, not because I was incredulous that you haven't seen the movie. It's just because I was curious, people that don't know anything about The Room, if they would get the same level of enjoyment out of it. And I certainly think it would make people want to run and pick up The Room if they haven't seen it after seeing Disaster Artist.
Run, don't walk.
If you could just watch the movie and see that it's about the making of an awful movie and just get the enjoyment just from that knowledge. But I don't think it will work as well if you don't know The Room, because so much of what's in the movie are like specific quirks and things that people love about The Room that aren't funny on the surface without that context,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I really, even though, and like I said, I have enough knowledge about The Room that I think I knew enough about it to get me through. So I knew some of the quirks and some of the infamous lines, I should say. So I think it, but you should have some knowledge of it. I think going into it, just going in blind would not be advised, I would say.
I mean, you can go on YouTube and see clips of, the most notorious parts of it.
Right.
That's what I've done. I'm not, I'm not one to like go and pay to go see some shitty movie that I know is going to be shitty. I don't care if the audience loves it or not.
Right.
So to familiarize myself with it, that's the tact I took, was just, I'll just like look at the parts that are the most outrageous on YouTube and leave it at that. I'm not going to sit through the whole goddamn thing. But I'm much more interested in the Disaster Artist, particularly as a vehicle for James Franco's performance, which I think is pretty highly lauded.
I think I need to add this to the whole conversation. I remember seeing trailers for The Room while living out in Los Angeles as a real movie that I guess they thought would be a real movie. They showed it on the art. I remember seeing countless trailers. I was not there when it finally opened, and obviously that was not. It did not matter. Now, having watched The Room many, many years later after it became this cult sensation, I can see watching it one, maybe two times, but it's not like Rocky Horror. I just don't see, I can't see going every Friday downtown to watch it, which a lot of people do. I mean, I just can't imagine. I couldn't do that. I mean,
yeah, I mean, Tommy Wiseau paid for all the billboards and the theater that it screened in and all that kind of stuff. And he is like a real mystery figure. That's some of the allure of it, because you don't know where he's from, what's wrong with him, where he got his money, any of that kind of stuff.
What's wrong with him?
And the Hollywood Reporter did that whole expose on Angeline, or is that her name? The blonde bombshell on the billboard. Yeah. And drudged up her past. I'm sure they could do the same with Tommy Wiseau, but But that's part of the appeal of the movie too, trying to figure him out. But I just find, I find it hysterical that James Franco decided to go total Brando, playing Tommy Wiseau. That in itself is funny to me. And he's great.
Yeah, it is funny.
He's perfect.
Yeah,
well, look,
he is.
Tommy Wiseau has managed to make a living off this. I mean, he wrote the book, managed to really make a name out of all this. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, great filmmakers lie, starving in a gutter someplace. So.
Well, and what I didn't quite like in the movie is the other Franco. What's his name? Dave.
Dave.
Oh yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, he was fine, but I just thought he was too like, aw shucks all the way through it, and it just grated my nerves.
Yeah,
well, that's kind of his stick, though. That's kind of his thing, though. If you watch a lot of the movies, like Neighbor,
okay,
that's his whole thing.
That I don't like him. It's not limited to this performance in it, but
no, it's not.
That's the thing.